Hello my friends, welcome back. Today I'm gonna be talking about combat knife throwing. I will explain the concept, show you some differences, we're gonna have a lot of fun. So let's get started. So as you know guys, I am mainly competitive knife thrower, but in our world knife throwing has been used for hundreds of years for self-defense and definitely for the combat. And in the 21st century, I would say the most famous legendary knife thrower for the combat knife throwing in America is Ralph Thorne. He basically built whole concept around it, and today I will show you some points and also explain you how he did it, what was his ideology, and show you how it works. So for combat knife throwing, in the first point, you definitely have to be able to throw instinctive. That means you're gonna pick one technique, for example maybe no spin, and you can stick it from anywhere, because if you imagine that is the attacker, the targets, you have to be able to stick from very close but also on the moving. The distance for you have to be unknown, but every time you should be able to stick it into the target. So that's definitely one of the points that will make you great combat knife thrower, to throw from unknown distances. All right, let's see more points. For combat knife throwing, you just can't stand on the position because you have to adjust where the attacker is going. So you have to be able throwing on the move. You see, I'm definitely moving. You can't stop it. So this will also give you very high advantages for the combat knife throwing, because in our world for the competition you usually stand on the setup distance, all right, but in the combat scenario this doesn't happen. So you have to be able to go and throw it every time, fixing on the distance and just run away. For combat knife throwing, it's definitely good to have some great knives. So for example, today I'm using these H-Jet Stingers, one of my favorites in the dark edition, and the other ones, and as you can see they have very great tip. So for the penetration this is perfect. And in the combat ideology, people always tell me like, hey, if you throw away your knife you are done. But in the combat knife throwing you gotta be able to throw anything and have more knives on you. So I'm also carrying something. I have my pocket knife, like I said I have these Stingers, so it's good to have more knives with a great penetration power. Great combat knife thrower have to be able to throw with both hands, because your attacker maybe want to go on the left, maybe he want to go on the right. So maybe you can confuse him and give him the both directions. So whenever he will go, you can throw. Maybe sometimes you will get into the scenario where you don't have throwing knives. So in this case, a good combat knife thrower have to be able to throw anything with a sharp point. So this will give you advantage over anybody whenever you will get, no matter the situation. A great combat knife thrower also have to be able to throw from any angle, any position. So if you're gonna turn around, you can throw backhand. If you maybe pull your knife from the pocket, you can throw from the side, and there is more angles. Also it's important, the good combat knife thrower can be able maybe throw while jumping, you know. So there is more ways what you can do in the combat knife throwing, but the main concept is move anywhere, use any tool what is out there, but with the best penetration availabilities are the best. So guys, I hope you get it. From combat knife throwing, any position, any angle, and any tool. So let me know in the comment section below what you think about it. I personally would love to see this more involved in the movies, because as you know, there is only the rotational throwing, only one way, and as you can see, this is so much more complex, and there can be so much done for knife throwing in the action combat movies. Alright, so comment down below. Big shout out to the Ace Jet. If you want the same knives as I was using today, there's gonna be link in the description below. But for today, that's it. So thank you very much for watching. Share, like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.